Vam 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 kwa corona ba oye mere abiawo. Asenge kwa corona ba vam 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 no ye mere abiawo. Adandoja kwa corona ba oye mere abiawo. Aselenge kwa corona ba no ye mere abiawo. Oye mere abiawo. Chukwu abịawo. Ngọzọra beze Nwachukwu abịawo. Ngọzọra beze Nwachukwu abịawo. USB abịawo. Vam 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 kwa kọrọ na ba oye mmeri abịawo. God bless you and bless the children of God all over the world and the children of Biafra. Anyone that listening to this message should know that only God and His Son Jesus Christ of Nazareth are worthy of your soul, no one else. Be a peacemaker, make your home a peaceful home. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Keep loving. Never you hate anyone. Never you apply the law of discrimination or hatred. Banish it and throw it into those beings. Apply the law of love your neighbor as you love yourself. Keep loving, brothers and sisters. Never engage yourself in evil. Offer yourself as a living sacrifice to the Most High God. Serve God in spirit and the truth. Be a man of the truth. Be a woman of the truth. The word of God says, except a man be born again, he cannot enter the kingdom of God. Do what you can do to surrender your life back to the leadership of Jesus, to be born again, and to secure the kingdom of God. Is so important in whatever you do. Be your brother's keeper. Be your brother's keeper. Listen to them when they need you. It's so important. And be a man of the truth. Stand on the truth. So I am here again to speak nothing but the truth, brothers and sisters, because the truth is what we represent, and the truth is what we continue to say day and night, whether the evil one or the wicked like it or not. There is a video I come across, so I say I will not, ignore it, because eziokwu is the most important thing. Umuibo, ka ijide eziokwu, and let us be in the side of eziokwu day and night. It's so important, brothers and sisters, because in this Biafra struggle, we have a lot of group, we have a lot of people who are claiming that they are fighting for the Biafra freedom. But you and me know that the only one, nation is what the Biafra have, which is USB, United States of Biafra. And the only person who are fighting for Biafra is Nnamdi USB cabinet, Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu. They don't have group. There is nothing like group anymore. We don't have any other group. So I have to let some people understand things. Ngosora sacrifice her money, her loyalty, her faithfulness, truthfulness, and her wisdom to replace the children of Biafra. Simon Ekpa sacrificed the same. Nnamdi Kanu sacrificed the same. And the USB cabinet who, stand on the truth sacrifice the same. But my question is, what have you as a Biafra sacrificed for Biafra? What have you sacrificed? Vam vam vam. What have you sacrificed? Ogenkere, what have you sacrificed? I don't know, Joe. What have you sacrificed? I don't know. What have you sacrificed? Imam Madabu, what have you sacrificed? Because Everyone is talking about the sacrifice. I do this. So what have you sacrificed? As someone who want to replay the children of Biafra, who want to replay Biafra, I am asking Ogenkere nothing. Ogenkere sacrifice nothing. Ogenkere sacrifice nothing. Vam, you sacrifice nothing. Except to betray the children of Biafra. Except to eat the money of children of Biafra. So now Palawa sacrifice nothing. Mama will sacrifice nothing except to betray the children of Biafra. You know, you understand that these people sacrifice nothing. There is nothing they sacrifice. You know, Adandojo, you sacrifice nothing except to betray the children of Biafra, except to eat the money of the children of Biafra, except to defraud the children of Biafra, except to lie to them, except to cause confusion, except to call in Simon Ekpa name, calling in God's name. There is nothing you people sacrifice. The only sacrifice I can see Van made is to eat the money. You know, is to eat the money of Biafra, is to collect monthly salary. The same sacrifice is what Adandojo have done. The same thing is what Ogenkere and Sona Palawa, Vam, Imam Madabu, and all the CRC members. You know, what they do is to collect monthly salary, is to defraud the children of Biafra. That is the only sacrifice, and turn their head upside down, and to brainwash them, to manipulate them, you know, to lead them to destruction. You understand that you cannot compare them with, you know, Ngozi or with Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu. They are totally different brothers and sisters. I want you people to listen to this video, you know, because this video is so important, you know, it's so important. This is the voice of Van, where this Van are making a lot of confession, where the Van are saying a lot of things, because there is a lot of confession in this video. If you can listen to it from beginning to the end, you understand that Van implicate himself. Van implicate himself in this video. Van show us the stuff he made. Van in known confess a lot of things in this video. You understand that the God is not silent when God is with you. You know, sometimes it looks like God is not with you or God is keeping silent. No, God is not keeping silent, you know. So that is why I told Ngozi that the God of justice will always fight for USB, fight for Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, those that are faithful. God of justice will never depart from them. Those that are faithful will always see great and marvelous things. So I want you to listen to Van. To have a very good protest for Simon Ekpa is already available. Exactly. Your t-shirt is available. The flag you will be holding is available. Everything is available. We are ready. Good to go. Okay, look at what he says. To have a good protest for Simon Ekpa, everything is already good. And my question is, what kind of protest you want to protest for Simon Ekpa? What kind of protest, good protest, are you going to have for Simon Ekpa? Why you are there, you know, harming Simon Ekpa? Why you are there destroying the legacy of Simon Ekpa? Why you are there destroying the structure of Simon Ekpa? Why you are there, you know, hurting Simon Ekpa? Why you are there helping the enemies of Simon Ekpa to destroy the reason why he went to prison? Because The reason why he went to prison, he wanted to liberate the children of Biafra. The reason why he went to prison, he wanted to do what he can do to make sure that his own people are free from the bondage of the enemy, bondage of the government. You know, so you are there fighting against the legacy, the template, the structure he kept. You know, he handed over to Nkosoro to make sure, you know, that Nkosoro protect it. Remember the Zoo government, the enemies of Biafra, which is the Zoo government, you know, used the children of Biafra to stop Simon Ekpa. When Simon Ekpa, you know, when Simon Ekpa fixed a day that he will declare Biafra 2nd December 2024. And these people could not allow it to happen. And that is the reason why they set Simon Ekpa up. That is the reason why they used the cabinet of Simon Ekpa and implicate him and set him up and jail him. So the same thing that caused problem in the life of Simon Ekpa, you know, you are against it. You are against USB. You are against the same Biafra declaration. You are against it. And you say you are going to Finland to do a good protest for Simon Ekpa, that everything are ready and the CRC. My question is, do you think that a good thing will come from the wicked or come from a man that full of jealousy, a man or a woman that full of evil, that full of hypocrisy, you know? Except the man or the woman repent, there is nothing good will come out of it. So do not say that you people have arranged everything good to do the good protest. Can you tell yourself truth once? If you love Simon Ekpa, if you love Simon Ekpa, as you claim, you will protect USB. You will protect USB. You will not speak against USB. You will not speak against Nkosoro or her cabinet. Because without USB, Simon Ekpa will never be in prison. You know it. You know, and you know it. Without USB and the freedom of Biafra, he will never be in prison. So stop deceiving yourself, or stop deceiving the children of Biafra. So the children of Biafra continue to listen to Vam.
I said we are ready. We are good to go.
Yes, that is supported.
So the only thing we should be talking about now is how Biafrans will conquer their enemies and how we must create this awareness.
Yes, sir.
Vam said, we are ready to go. Go we. And that the only things Biafra should be thinking about is to conquer their enemies. Are you not the one of the enemies of Biafra? Because when you are against the same thing that put Simon Ekpa in prison, you are the enemies of Biafra and the enemies of Simon Ekpa. You know? So when you are against USB, you are the enemies of Biafra. When you are against Nkosoro, you are the enemies of Biafra. When you are against the cabinet of USB, you are the enemies of Biafra. So how can the enemies of Biafra conquer the enemies of Biafra? How can the enemies of USB conquer the freedom of Biafra? How can it happen? Remember, USB is the foundation that laid by Simon Ekpa. And Nnamdi Kanu is the one that asked the children of Biafra to follow Simon Ekpa. You understand? And Nkosoro is the one Simon Ekpa give the order to declare USB. So I want you to understand, because Vam says that they are ready to go And the only thing they want to do now is to conquer the enemies. Which enemies? You are the enemies of Biafra. As long as you are fighting USB, any man or woman in Biafra land that are fighting against Ngosora, fighting against USB is the enemies of Biafra. I don't know who is the enemies of Biafra. Adandojo is the enemies of Biafra. Ogenkere is the enemies of Biafra. So which enemies do you want to conquer? Do you want to conquer yourself? Or do you want to conquer Arusi? Or do you want to conquer Brigi? Or do you want to conquer Ogenkere or Foba? Do you want to conquer Sonia Palawa? Do you want to conquer Imam Madabu? Do you want to conquer the enemies you are mentioned? You are the enemies, because enemies can never conquer enemies. I want you to understand. So you are the enemies. Simon Ekpa knows you as the enemies. Enemies of Biafra freedom, his enemies. He knows you people as his enemies. So which enemies do you want the children of Biafra to follow you and conquer? You know, children of Biafra have already recognized one leadership, one nation, United States of Biafra, that lead by Nkosora Bese. So, brother, I want to be praying. So let us stop eating our because of fear. Or the truth. So I cannot tell you I want to conquer my enemy. Why I am the enemies of the things in Nagwagi that I want to conquer. You know? Because our heart never tell us the truth. Our heart never be plain to us. Let us be plain and tell ourselves nothing but the truth. Continue to listen to Vam 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 again.
Not for you to be talking about things that are irrelevant. I saw one making noise yesterday talking about this. That one is a terrorist organization. Look, let me tell you. There's this lady always making noise on social media, calling fellow Biafrans that I know we have dealt with them, we are dealing with them.
You do not see.
Showing the difference between us and them.
You do not.
You see, he said he saw one that making noise. You see, Van Babam is a chameleon. He don't want to hit the hammer on the head of the nail. He don't want to Ibuela Yako Yubonsube. What did I mean by Ibuela Yako Yubonsube? Bigwayu Onya, the name of the person. You know? Because when you say one person and making noise, you're still confusing the children of Biafra. You're still lying to them. You still made them, overuse the brain where they are searching who is that person. Why you know? Why can't you tell us the person? Because the person is talking about is Adandojo. That Adandojo, you are right woman, a woman you married in social media, a woman you love so much, you work with just to hurt Ngosora, just to bring Ngosora down, just to destroy Ngosora, destroy USB, destroy the legacy of Simon Ekpa, destroy the reason why Simon Ekpa went to jail, destroy what Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu labored. That is why you marry her in social media. That is why you love her so much. That is why you work with her, Vam. Instead of you to tell us that it's Adandojo, you say she's making us now. Are you not the one that making us with her? Are you not the one that joined together with her to fight against Ngosora, to call Simon Ekpa name? Even when the Finland announced the jail judgment of Simon Ekpa, you were jubilating with Adandojo. Adandojo celebrate because of it. You know, you and Adandojo said that it in that as long her master Simon Ekpa went to prison, that anyone that works with Simon Ekpa is a criminal and a terrorist like Simon Ekpa, is it not the same thing? You says, is it not the same thing? Adandojo, jubilating, celebrating, I want you to understand. Now you are calling it someone. Tell us the name. She's making nice, calling someone a terrorist. So who is that person she's calling? Ngosorabes is one she's calling. Terror. Who is the person is calling a terror? Ngosorabes. Some of them you have called Ngosorabes that name. You see the confession. You see your confession? So what you try to let us know that Adandojo should not call Ngozi Tello, Ngozi Orabese Tello, but you are happy when she's calling Ngozi Orabese Tello, when she's celebrating, the pleasing judgment of Simon Ekpa. You were happy when she's calling Ngozi Orabese name, because you people think that Simon Ekpa may come out and see the nonsense you people have done. That is why you try to protect yourself. You are now confessing that Adandojo should not do the same thing you have done with her before. Your partner in crime are making noise. Someone you train because of hatred you have for Ngozi Orabese, because you doesn't love Ngozi Orabese, because you full of jealousy, because Ngozi Orabese is telling you people truth. You people don't want to follow it. Now, you want Biafra to label Adandojo as somebody that make noise, and to know that Adandojo make noise. And you are not making noise. You want them to know that Adandojo is the only one that making noise, that you are not making noise. Are you not fooling yourself? Are you not deceiving yourself? Continue to listen to him, my brothers and sisters.
Do not sin. Do you understand? You do not sin. When you come out on social media and you are making noise, even to the extent of attacking Aloy Ejimako, attacking Aloy Ejimako, you understand? Attacking the new found DOS. So I asked myself, who are these people listening to this lady? Who are the people listening to this lady?
You see, confession. He have done it. He have said it. Because he said Adandojo is attacking Aloy Ejimako for attacking the new DOS that was appointed by Nnamdi Kanu. So you see, so now the woman he's talking about is her partner in crime. They have attacked even DOS, former one. He have attacked Ejimofo before. He have attacked many people. Now, because he knows that Ejimofo is doing the same thing Van is doing, and you know that the same DOS, came for the same business he came. So he tried to use them to cover up. I want you to understand, Van. Can you take a look at yourself? Can you take a look at what you are talking about? So today you know that anyone that attacking DOS, attack Simon Ekpa, attack Nnamdi Kanu, anyone that attack DOS, attack Simon Ekpa. What concerns Simon Ekpa and DOS? Anyone that attack Ejimofo, attack Simon Ekpa on Nnamdi Kanu. What concerns Simon Ekpa and Ejimofo? Because they have nothing in common. Ejimofo is fighting for his own pocket, just like you, Van. Adandojo is fighting for her own pocket, just like you, Van. The new DOS are fighting for their own pocket, just like you, Van. You people are not fighting for Biafra freedom. We know that only one nation is the one that fighting for Biafra freedom, which is USB. Ngozi Orabese, the leader of USB. So I want you to understand nothing but the truth, the children of Biafra. You know, because when she talking about the woman, I wonder how can people listen to her, listen to your woman, listen to the woman you love so much, listen to the woman you work with in Fort Park, listen to the woman you train her, you put your spit on her, you kiss her, you know, you romance her just to hot and USB. You people are jubilating, you know, thinking that you people will pull Ngosorabese or scatter USB. And now you are telling Biafra that you wonder how can they listen to her? How can they listen to what she said? If Biafra stop listening to her, it means Biafra will stop listening to you. Because two of you people are in the same class. Two of you people are in the same criminal class. Fraud class. Lying class. The class of evil. So, if you asking Biafra to stop listening to them, it means Biafra will stop listening to you too. Vam. Can't you understand that you are hurting yourself? The more you talk against Adandojo, your partner in crime, you know, is the more you talk against yourself. The more you are fighting Adandojo, is the more you are fighting against yourself. Because the children of Biafra are not a kid. They know that you people work together and you people want to achieve the selfish goals, you know. You people want to achieve selfish goals. So what are you talking about? Are you not the one that presented Adandojo in one program? Have you forgot your video and asked the children of Biafra that this woman is good, that the children of Biafra should listen to her, whatever she say? Have you forgot it? Do you fall back, you know, fall back group of company? Have you forgot what you represent in fallback? Have you forgot how you present Adandojo in fallback? I don't know who in fallback, and you love them so much that they are the madam of the truth. Now you are telling Biafra that they are talking nonsense. Now you are telling Biafra that they should not listen to them. Now you are telling Biafra that people that listen to them is a mad people. Now you are telling Biafra that they are liars. Now you are telling Biafra to overlook her. Who are lying to himself or herself? Vam. What did you see in this? Try to understand nothing but the truth. You know, continue to listen to him.
Lady. You're supposed to use your energy now. You say you believe in Odogu, Simon Ekpa. You should focus on talking about this. Focus on creating awareness for those that will be joining us in Finland. Not trying to see that on social media for.
You see, he's telling her, Adandojo, you say you believe in Odogu, that she should focus, you know, in the work in Finland, instead of her to sit in social media 2 hours, 3 hours to talk nonsense. You know, a teacher that train a child, his own student, how to destroy, how to scatter, that train his own student how to hurt people, how to manipulate people, how to criticize people, that teach his own student how to be against anything good. So when the student learned it from the teacher and started doing it, the teacher will come and complaining, you know, and criticizing the student when they practice what he teach them, you know. And then although is practicing what you teach her, Vam. Adandojo is practicing what he teach her. Even when Adandojo is in USB, Vam, you do what you can do to manipulate her and to make sure that she commits atrocity and to make sure she commit what make USB to blush her, to throw her out of the cabinet, and when she come, when USB throw her, when Ngosola Bese flush her out of USB, you welcome her, you present her to the children of Biafra, you welcome her for back. So you teach her many things. So the same things Adandojo learned from you is what she's doing. And you continue to complaining. And you continue to complain. Have you forgotten? Doing for bad. If Adandojo spends 6 hours in social media and internet, you were happy, vam. All of you people are happy because she spends 6 hours, 3 hours, criticizing Ngosora USB, talking, calling Ngosora all kinds of names, insulting Ngosora, insulting USB and cabinet, and you were happy. Every members of you fall back, we are happy, and you continue praising her, continue telling Adandojo to continue doing a good work. Now she continue doing what she learned from you, what she learned from Elgenkere, what she learned from Adanohum, what she learned from Biafra unit, what she learned from Imam Madabum, what she learned from CRC, fall back, and you are now angry with her. She is your student. You teach her a lot of things. She learned a lot of things. And she have confessed that she learned a lot of things from you. When children of the devil learn a lot from devil and started practicing it, and the devil started complaining, why should they do this thing? Why should the devil complain? He's the one that teach them. He told them to carry on, and they carry on. Why should you complain, vam? My brothers and sisters, continue to listen.
For 3 hours.
They won't change because of Finland.
And I want to ask you, the person you are calling terrorist, a person in one time or the other, they work with Odogu. Look, some of the things you say on social media, you think you are, yes, those people, they are bad people. We know. Because you are a bad person. We know.
You understand, my brothers and sisters, the children of Biafra, the confession of Vam, because you people will see this video now, you say it's propaganda. This is a real confession. This is a real confession. Vam are telling Adandojo, the more she attacking Ngosora, she's attacking Simon Ekpa. The more she speak evil against Ngosora, she's speaking evil against Simon Ekpa. The more she criticizing Ngosora, she's criticizing Simon Ekpa. Is it not confession? The children of Biafra, write it in comment section. If it is not confession, write it. He says that the woman you are calling a terror have once worked with Simon Ekpa. That the woman you calling names have once worked with Simon Ekpa. That the woman you are speaking against have once worked with Simon Ekpa. The more you call her a terror, the more you are calling Simon Ekpa a terror. Remember, Vam have called Ngosora as a terror and evil. Remember, Vam have called Ngosora as a name and continue to criticize Ngosora. But he's now teaching, he now attacking Adandojo to stop it because Vam believe that Simon Ekpa may come out and see what they're doing. He wants to cover up. He wants to cover his sin. Why? His thing still exists in social media. In everywhere. It's open. The video. You know? So, you understand that these people know what they are doing. They understand themselves. You understand that these people are criminals. They know what they are doing. They know the truth. But they abandon the truth. So, Vam that attacking Ada, is it not the same terror you calling us Orabese? Is it not the same insult, the same names, the same things you are calling us Orabese? And you want Adandojo not to say it because you think that Simon Ekpa may come out at any time. Are you not deceiving yourself, Vam? Brother, is this not a confession? Eh? It's a confession. Glory be to God. The God of Ngosorabese, the living God, is fighting for her, fighting for USB. You see, there is a confusion kata in the head. You know, you see that the wicked doesn't know the time he said nothing but the truth. You see that what God showed me is coming to pass one by one. A day will come, Hagana Sosa, not confess, and attacking each other. Is it not what is coming out now? Obro Sakavamba Nasa. Continue to listen to him.
Okay, Ken is bad person. We know.
Now you
I'm saying he's not a good guy. We know.
Now you
But what you are saying is a terrorist organization. You are just a fool.
Now
You are a
today-
big fool. Because the man in the
Now today- Are you not going to this?
you are even increasing the situation.
Brother, you know, go confession. This one I'm going to go show the best. You know, Lord, glory be to God. USB, okay, no number.
What's your intention? Can you listen to your social media?
Unanugo that Adando Jamaro that the name is calling Ngozola Bese is hurting Simon Ekpa. No name make the Simon Ekpa. That the more she fighting Ngozola Bese, she's fighting Simon Ekpa. But the same Van is fighting Ngozola Bese, calling Ngozola Bese name. And now Van discover, you know, that no Simon Ekpa. Now the more you attacking Ngozola Bese, you call her name that you are attacking Simon Ekpa. No malo no na emegido dogu ebe katelosu ebia. You know, so no na kowa no se from odogu. You know, okwa teloha na Ngozola Bese day and night. Okwa teloha na USB day and night. You know, Oputaswazi Yama Ngozola Bese, Koka not the bad, Nka Akuyeri, you understand confession. Obulona, Madam Aroma, Oma, Omifone me. Vam is a game master. Vam is a evil master. Evil Jirenaro. He know what he's doing. You see, on every book is other. Eh? Now they use all those things. They will use all those things against Simon Ekpa. They will use the insult, all the insults she poured upon Ngozola Bese USB. They will use the names on Ngozola Bese against Simon Ekpa. They will use it against Simon Ekpa in court. But the same Van CRC still continue to call Ngozola Bese name, continue to deny the truth, continue to deny that Ngozola Bese, she is the true leader, continue to deny USP, the reason why Simon Ekpa went to prison. Brother, you understand the truth. Yofuna ezoku gamecho obutefe. Ifuna ala hide ezoku.
So I'm not going to be busy, you know, if I can Kanu liar or a lawyer to my talk. Rubbish, total nonsense. And I ask myself, these Biafrans that will sit down, make a one doesn't know or product you will spend 3 hours listening to rubbish nonsense.
This
people are terrorist organization.
You see, na head on before. Now the Finnish government will know that they work together with Simon Ekpa before. You know? No, he make it a con, he make it no so now Imana ne Pongozora bears a name, Ekpa name, and Ekoto see Ngozora bears and Ekoto USB. Na geje make the Simon Ekpa. So Ima die minute he confess was a was die minute if confess was a was makana Simon Ekpa potapa ko give you kukuen ka where if on aro ama no ekwensu. You see, in a Sunday man, they confused, mad people, confused journalists, people who cannot read you to light, people that are full of darkness, people who have no plan for Biafra. They don't know their left and right. What they say today is not what they say tomorrow. Heko erite tatechi ako another. Hakuchechi asi joy asi ne. You know, I know some people, when you ask them question and they will answer it tomorrow, if you tell them that you are the one that answered this question, they will swear, I didn't say you are putting it on my head. Brother, try to listen, try to be careful so that you will not be deceived, so that you will not be brainwashed, brothers and sisters. If also nasa kita ko water die minute kavamba mataro that na if any nehe me ombani nehe na agba nkosora bese mbani nehe na agba USB ge megide Simon Ekpa afani nehe na akpo nkosora bese ge megide Simon Ekpa na Simon Ekpa have worked with them no onye obuna mana Simon Ekpa bụ the boss. Confession. Efugon, Vamvamo Palo Naba, Oyemele Abiao, Oyemele Abiao, Vam Nando Kwa Koro Naba, Oyemele Abiao, Adando Jo Kwa Koro Naba, Oyemele Abiao, I don't know Kwa Koro Naba, Oyemele Abiao, Aserengi no Oyemele Abiao. Jesus no moya bunde meri ekwensu kwa koro na ba hoye meri abiawo vam kwa koro na ba hoye meri abiawo asere me mama dabo Biafra unit kwa koro na ba no ye meri abiawo asemo no ye meri abiawo omu Chineke bunde meri Ngozora bese bongwa chuku USB bu nation chuku USB bu umu chuku vam kwa koro na ba hoye meri abiawo asenge kwa koro na ba vam no ye meri abiawo adandoje kwa koro na ba hoye meri abiawo aselenge kwa koro na ba no ye meri abiawo onye mmeri abịawo, ụmụ Chukwu abịawo, ngọzi ọrabeze Nwachukwu abịawo, ngọzi ọrabeze Nwachukwu abịawo, ụmụ USB abịawo, vam 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 kwakọrọ na ba onye mmeri abịawo, oge nkele kwakọrọ na ba onye mmeri abịawo, ada ndị ọjọọ kwakọrọ na ba onye mmeri abịawo, vam 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 kwakọrọ na ba onye mmeri abịawo, adonowo kwakọrọ na ba onye mmeri abịawo, asịrị gị na onye mmeri abịawo, ngọzi ọrabeze Nwachukwu abịawo, ụmụ USB abịawo, ha abịawo maka na ha bụ ndị mmeri. Ha bụcha ndị ụmụ ekwensu, ha kwara na ba.
Because which of social media one? That is rubbish and nonsense. Anyway, I don't know how they are there. So please.
The Egyptian, he said in one way all the people they come, make him meet people. You get sense like this. To know so those terrorist organization, the people when they pay to Ngozi money, the thing when you do, una know so those things. Now,
I'm not a model. I've never done a photo shoot in my life. But my colleagues saw these and asked which photographer I hired. I just uploaded one selfie and
oh, wana organo, all the night, make a
Claim to love myself right now.
after all the destroying everything. No, me can't worry. Here, me can't worry. Let's continue.
And then if right now, you know, what's the name? Nigerian is not an issue for Simon Ekpa right now. It's not an issue. Kanu is not an issue for Simon Ekpa right now. Those are those stumbling blocks. So it's appeal not to Biafra right now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Okay, or is this somebody that decided to make peace with Simon Ekpa? And then you will not decide to make that person an enemy and begin to attack that person. It shows that that individual is mentally deranged. That is
correct.
Do you understand what I mean? So any attack on a lawyer right now,
My sister, he's not correct. Because the people he's attacking, the people he's attacking, is his partner in Christ. The woman he's talking about is his partner in crime. He's the one that wretched the woman. He's the one that put that evil in the woman, made the woman to talk anyhow. Van Baban doesn't have secret. Adandojo doesn't have secret. All of them talk anyhow. Adandojo Poroweye chameleon. You know, Ogumagana. Van Baban bo Ogumagana but chameleon. So that is why I say my sister, he's not correct and he can never be correct. And a criminal cannot call another person a criminal. A pretender cannot call another person a pretender. A traitor cannot call another person a traitor. Because they are in the same class and the same level and living in the same house. So Satan can never call Satan Ibe Satan. So, you know, that is why the word of God says you cannot use Satan's spirit to bind Satan, to defeat Satan, or to win Satan. Only the spirit of Jesus Christ of Nazareth and the Most High God you can use to overcome Satan. That is nothing but the truth. So he's not correct and he can never be correct. His wisdom is useless. You know, when he called Ado Ndojo fool, he himself is a fool. Because a fool cannot call a fool a fool. They are in the same class. So there is nothing truth in if on eku. A well as you could if on eku. You know, a well as you could if a bam neku. Because if all be criminal, I want you to understand nothing but the truth.
We are talking now. Any attack is an attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So you cannot claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you are going against Aloy Chimako and you are attacking him right now. You cannot claim you love Simon Ekpa and you are going against Aloy Chimako and you are attacking him right now.
You see how he put it. What concern Simon Ekpa and Aloy Chimako? Ask yourself this question. What concern case Simon Ekpa in Finland and Aloy Chimako? Aloy Chimako, when they represent Simon Ekpa in Finland, or baby if you not support Simon Ekpa, what concerns Simon Ekpa and Aloy Chimako? You see, this man is confused because this man is just not clearly. The same Aloy Chimako is the one Nnamdi Kanu don't want their service anymore. Nnamdi Kanu have already understand that they are betrayers. So when a fraudster, when a demon tell you that you should not attack a demon, you should not call a fraudster, that you should not call lie, that you should not call a betrayer, that you should not call saboteur. Don't you know that is defending evil? Don't you know that is covering evil? That is the certain word from is saying, is talking today. I want you to get it clear that it's not right, it's wrong.
It's not a stumbling block to Simon Ekpa. It's not a stumbling block to Biafra. It's not a stumbling block to any one of us. That is Nigerian. And again, anybody against this presented GOS that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu initiated, the leadership in the US, you are against it. Don't open your mouth and say you support Simon Ekpa. Because Simon didn't send you to go and fight any GOS. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have instituted, and they called it, is it the fourth GOS or what you called it? That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's prerogative. I guess you're saying you.
Anyhow you put them.
No, you don't go there. And then I had nobody shameless Ishimaka. And it's now.
A day will come, the same one will come out and attack all those DOS. Watch and see, it will come to pass. Vavavami is now calling Adandojo Isimbaka. Bomo Vavavam na Adandojo Oyishimebiru. E will oye isi the man na Biafra struggle. E will oye isi the man. E will if you got apieftani isi na abu isi erego ero isi adigo more than mbaka. And so oyi simbaka na akpọ mmadụ oyi simbaka, oye ala na akpọ mmadụ oye ala, oye buwere isi na akpọ mmadụ oye buwere isi. Brother, have you ever seen such? No.
Supporting Chika Dosium, very mentally sick in the head. Supporting Chika Dosium was in the head. Imagine. I am not surprised because only Shumaka have a problem similar to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Namatos to ya. Namatos Nnamdi Kanu. So how can we get Namatos Nnamdi Kanu? How can that person represent Nnamdi Kanu in any way? No, we're going to look at it.
Actually, Okongba have 5 and 6. No, yeah, was no warrior. The same thing, the same teacher, the lecturer Adandojo, Okwe lecturer Adandojo, Okwe the backbone of Adandojo. I have told you people that these people are partner in crime. They know themselves. You understand? No, you see, these people are evil. They know themselves. So, Hene Soku, her name was exposed one by one. When they started having problems, they begin to expose themselves. You think that Oyenka, that this one is good. None of them is good. All of them is evil with one purpose, just to destroy. You know?
So my own personal concern now is that if there's anybody that is not making sure that Simon Ekpa's issue is the focal point of your gospel and that uniting Biafrans that are under this authority of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and making sure that there is peace. If there's anybody that acknowledges that what they have done against Simon Ekpa is wrong, and then they acknowledge it and they come to make peace with him, and you attack them, that means you are evil. In fact, you are worse than even the DOS of the Chikedosim. You are even worse than the zoo.
I want to tell you, Biafra, what Van Vavam says. I want to tell you that he's referring himself that he's worse than zoo. He's worse than evil. Van Vavam, either evil, they were Van Vavam, he will choose evil because evil is better than Van Vavam. Evil is better than Van Vavam. Van Vavam is worse than evil. If Satan can ask God that he don't want Van Vavam in his kingdom, that he should, find another dangerous hellfire and build for Van Vavam. You understand that Van Vavam is worse than evil. Van Vavam is giving himself name. Van Vavam is calling himself names because he is the main evil. He is the worst than evil. Somebody the Satan because he will overthrow him. Somebody that can overthrow devil. Somebody who can overthrow devil. Don't you know that that person is worse than evil? His name is Van Vavam. Tuoyojo. Even I say Tuoyojo, but Tuo. Aroni no na paifue or shock or nobune ega to where ojo no. Over your banner to rojo.
I'm going to be the one to answer for Simon Ekpa when somebody is making peace with him, but who can answer for him?
You
If you want to keep enmity, go keep enmity for yourself. When you want to keep enmity with, and don't associate Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu together with it. That is why I have problem with people that are actually being sick in the head. Like one guy equal to it. I saw how you embarrass yourself. I was just watching. You were just embarrassing yourself. See how equal to it.
Okay, now.
My brothers, I want to stop here because this man Boyenko Eri. So epic go maybe person epic. Now no go confession. Some of you people will think that I am just saying it. Or no go maybe propaganda. No, I'm not doing propaganda. I am here to say nothing but the truth. Have you heard the truth from the horse's mouth? The evil man called Van Vavam, if son answer, if confession on amen. That is exactly what I want to you people, to listen to and listen to what I said here. You understand that I'm saying nothing but the truth. I'm not siding anyone. Anyone that do evil, I will condemn it. So Van Vavam is the one that lecture Adandojo. Van Vavam is the one that make Adandojo, to be against Ngozo Rabese and to talking nonsense against Ngozo Rabese. You understand, I've said this thing before. When Finland announced the judgment prison of Simon Ekpa, Van Vavam, he was happy. Adandojo, she was happy. All of them celebrate secretly, but Adandojo come open, her own open, So I want you to understand nothing but the truth. These people are working together. You know, but now we're over if another here. You know, how do I say where this is now? So, oh, you have no get out, or more you have attack, oh, yeah, because, you know, how do I say but how can you never if people no fu kunkum, they got to kunkum na Biafra struggle. Vam, it got to kunkum. Vam, it got to kunkum Biafra struggle. Anyone that listens to this message should know that only God and His Son Jesus Christ of Nazareth are worthy of your soul, no one else. God bless you.